right. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
How's everyone doing this morning?
Doing well. I've had two cups of coffee, so I'm ready to go.
I'm still on my first. I'm still getting there. Yeah.
Debating a third.
Whoa, don't go too crazy.
Yeah. What's your heart rate right now?
Well, at work, when we're in the office, I don't start drinking coffee all day. So
That explains a lot. That
It does.
explains
Yeah,
why.
we drink Maxwell House at the office. So that doesn't really count. It's just like
right now we are, but we hadn't for a while. I'm not sure why that's back.
Oh, but you speed walk down the hallway pretty fast. I'm a little worried you're gonna slip and fall one day.
Right.
But anyway, speaking of things we need coffee for, we've got an even busier season coming up. So maybe your coffee intake is gonna just increase.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I love the season. We talked about this. I think we made it clear that the three of us love this Advent season that leads to Christmas, and it's part of the reason I think I like it so much is there's so many things to do. There's things we have to accomplish to make these things happen, but there's so many opportunities for worship, for education, for caring for one another, for service, for koinonia, and we just have such a fun time, I think, at the gathering, and knowing that not everybody's happy this time of the year, it helps us remember that we can sort of be there for one another. And that's why at St. Matthew's we're offering so many ministries coming up in these next few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Great opportunity for people to come together. So what we got?
What are we offering? Pastor?
So we sent a letter that boys and girls and grown-ups should have a letter that's going to look something like this right here: Advent and Christmas at St. Matthew's. And here are some of the activities and ministries that we have coming up here, and we'll just talk in preview. So we have, of course, our Advent Sundays. We gather for our unity worship on Sunday mornings, and we light the Advent candles on the Advent wreath, and we talk about hope and anticipation and watchful waiting. And we sing some wonderful Advent songs, which we're going to talk about out on our next Wham. We also have Wham on the Roads coming back. What do y'all think about that?
What about the office?
We do.
Mm-hmm.
We will be.
I think it's pretty cold, so I hope we're not in a golf cart. That's what I think.
That's right. We also have some Advent Yam gatherings. The Wham is going to be finished until January. What yams are still gathering? What's going to happen, Daniel?
Oh yeah, no. So the yams will continue, and we'll continue gathering. And since we are also done with catechism has wrapped for the fall, we'll move back to kind of our original time frame of kind of 6:30 to 8:30. We'll just gather and continue our fellowship and fun that we've been doing on those regular Wednesday gatherings.
That's right. So Caramel is part of our caring ministry. We have the care ministry, and also with help of Welcome One are going to be hand delivering the bread for the day, which is our lectionary devotional 2022 to many of our homebound folks. And it's a wonderful gift, and for folks to be remembered in the congregation, and for other parishioners to take it to people and connect is very important. Also, of course, we have parish education. We're going to continue our Sunday mornings. Our coffee talk will continue through the season. Jason's Grace Notes will continue. We have a book group coming up in January, the book Pony. We have things for our boys and girls on Sunday mornings, and of course, our Tuesday class is happening too. So lots with parish ed.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
absolutely. What else?
Well, we have this Sunday, we have our annual meeting part 1, and we have a covered dish lunch, which is going to be following worship. That comes up. That's on December 5th. And then on the 5th, also this Sunday, is the Christmas parade.
Ooh, we didn't have that last year. We didn't.
Well,
we haven't had it in 2 years, actually.
Yeah.
We haven't been in the Christmas parade since 2018 because in 2019 it was bad weather, so we opted out because it was ugly.
And it's such a fun time to walk down and wave at folks on the streets and just represent St. Matthew's with our youth, and grown-ups are welcome to come too. We usually walk the route, and it's just a lot of fun. And this year's theme is
We're going back, so we're kicking it back to a Charlie Brown Christmas. It was just such a good theme that we didn't really get to explore or use, that we have brought it back. So hopefully everybody dresses appropriately.
Mhm.
That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. That's right. All right. So we have Christmas Love in Charleston Hope. PR, tell us about this. Is a great idea. Tell us about this.
So we have a partnership with Charleston Hope, which works to support teachers and students and staff in Charleston County schools. And we're partnered with Mitchell Elementary. And so one of the things that we want to do, along with supporting students, is also showing a little love to the teachers around Christmas time. It's been a tough semester, and a lot of different things to navigate for the teachers. And so what we want to do, we have a goal of collecting 70 gift cards for all of the teachers and staff at Mitchell. That's the number, is 70. And we're asking specifically for $10 gift cards to Walmart, Target, or Starbucks. And because we asked the coordinator over at Mitchell what would be the top 3 to get, and Kendall said those would probably be the top 3 to get. So collect $10 gift cards against a Walmart, Starbucks, or Target. And we're also asking that parishioners include a little note of encouragement, a little well wishes to the teachers, and to drop those off to the church no later than December 13th. That way we can get them, make sure everything's together and get them delivered to Mitchell by December 15th. And that way that can be a nice little Christmas gift to each and every one of the teachers and staff over at Mitchell Elementary. So that's what the Teacher Love Project is all about.
And our goal is 70 cards, correct, PR?
70 cards. Mm-hmm.
Good.
I think we can do it.
I think we can too. That's a great ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Then also this one, Neighbors Together Coat Collection. Can you tell us about that?
So Neighbors Together, it's an old organization with a new name. Most people know this organization as Tri-County Family Ministries, but Tri-County Family Ministries has had a name change. They are now Neighbors Together, but they're at the same location in North Charleston on Cosgrove. And in the past, we have worked with them to have a coat drive to collect coats that they can distribute during the colder months to clients who come to Neighbors Together. So we are collecting coats from now through December 12th, and then we'll deliver those coats over to Neighbors Together. So we're asking that you bring very lightly used coats. If you're we want these coats to still have some good mileage in them for whoever gets them, but bring them to the church, and then on December 12th we'll collect those up and deliver them over to Neighbors Together.
Another good one. This next one, Daniel, is yours. King Street Kids and Children's Breakfast with Santa. Tell us about Breakfast with Santa. That's a fun one.
Oh, so we're working together to have, what else to say besides Breakfast with Santa? Join us as we kind of decorate and celebrate the season by having Santa Claus come, and we can have, I think we'll have photos with Santa for all the families and the boys and girls. And then we'll also have other activities throughout the morning, plus food. And word on the street is Pastor Eric is bringing those sausage like egg McMuffin, well, not McMuffins, but those little sausage biscuits he does. So you guys need to be there so I don't eat them all.
They're pretty good, aren't they? That's right.
They're really good.
It's a fun one. And we'll have the Parish Hall decorated again because we didn't get to do that last year and we really missed it. And Miss Janelle does that with some help from others, but she's already got plans. It's going to be really nice. And then on the 12th, we have beer and jazzy carols. Beer for the grown-ups, for the boys and girls. But there's also if you want that, and coffee and all that. But we're doing our fourth and final Jazz Vespers of the year, of the calendar year. And we will gather in the courtyard at Kudu Coffee. And that's going to be on the 12th at 5 o'clock. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have our jazz ensemble there to help us sing, but it'll be fun. That's just a great one. I hear that Welcome One is going to have their meeting there. So we'll be there together. Okay. Next is our annual candlelight service of lessons and carols. This year it's going to be on the fourth Sunday of Advent rather than the third, because of the way the calendar falls this year. And that's always a favorite of many as a service in which we proclaim the gospel through readings and carols. And that's a lot of fun. Backpack Buddies Service Day. PR, what's that about? That's
all right. So Backpack Buddies, this is going to be taking place on December 4th. So around that same time frame as Breakfast with Santa. So you can kind of come and do two things at once. It's really neat. So Backpack Buddies is where we pack bags of non-perishable food that go to an elementary school, in this case, Meeting Street Academy. And that is food that children can take home with them on the weekend if they do not have enough food for the weekend in their own homes. And so we partner with Low Country Food Bank and with Meeting Street Academy to pack those bags and then deliver them to Meeting Street Academy.
So that's such a good ministry, PR. So the next thing, we have college student drop-in at Pastor Eric's at my house. We're going to gather here. Now this is not for our LCM students, though we have done a lot for our LCM students from College of Charleston, but this is for all of our St. Matthew's college students who have gone away and have come back home.
Catherine, you can still come even though you're an LCM student.
You can. Oh, absolutely. But I think they're going to be gone because it's going to be so late in the Christmas season, or the Advent and Christmas season. It's December 21st, and Daniel's going to send out invitations to all these folks. But yeah, we would love to have you to stop by. And then we have a young adults Christmas gathering, and Daniel and PR and I will host this one, and this will also be at our house as well. Daniel, tell us about this Yam Christmas party and service ministry y'all are going to do.
So yeah, every year we gather with the Yams for just an annual Christmas party where we have typically some good food, some good fellowship, and then a white elephant. Prior to the party, we have some form of service and kind of lieu of giving back, getting into the holiday season. And that's looked different throughout the years, from particularly adopting a family, so doing kind of Christmas shopping for an individual family, or in years past, we've partnered with the local hospitals and purchased children's toys. And this year, we're still trying to figure it out. We're kicking around a couple different ideas, from the kind of adopting a family or working with a hospital to potentially, we know that the Ronald McDonald House does something kind of around this time as well. So we're looking into all these options and trying to figure out what works best for our group.
That's right. That's always a lot of fun. Birthday party for Jesus. This is on the during parish education on Advent 4, and that will be on December 19th. That's going to be a busy day. There's a lot happening in that
Yes.
day. So we won't meet for parish ed, but we will meet the parish hall. This is all ages, and we ask that folks bring non-perishable food items like canned foods or box foods like rice or beans or whatever, to support the outreach center, or to support our service, our emergency food pantry, our Red Wagon ministry. But we're doing something a little bit different this year. For this party, we ask everybody to bring, for one of them, wrap at least one of them in a white tissue paper. So we're going to do something special with that during our time together, and we'll be singing. We'll have a birthday cake for Jesus, and so that week, and then the next week, the 26th, we also won't meet for parish education to give our teachers a little break here.
What kind of cake are we having?
I'm not sure.
I think sweet baby Jesus would like a chocolate cake.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. It depends upon what's at Publix, because I probably will not baking a cake for that. I like to cook, but I don't like to bake. All right. Christmas Eve worship.
Ooh,
So this is, it all culminates and leads to our Christmas Eve worship.
it's a
This year-
marathon.
It is a
It
marathon.
is.
It is a marathon.
It's a happy marathon.
It's a wonderful day. So we will have our noon service.
Mhm.
We will have, which is traditional. It's in the nave. It's a little quieter, more contemplative. 4 o'clock is noisy and joyfully informal
Yeah,
because
bells.
it's bells and children and a lot of energy, that Christmas Eve energy. And then at 11 o'clock, we gather for our Christmas Eve midnight candlelight Eucharist. And it's a beautiful, one of my favorite services of the whole year. Just love that one. And right now we are hoping that COVID keeps everything just as it is. But if the numbers start to spike a little bit closer to time, we're going to have to do something about that 4 o'clock service, because we have a lot of people at that service usually, and we may have to make some other plans. But right now, noon, 4, and 11 p.m.
That's a day where we will be drinking lots of coffee.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. It is. So this sounds like a lot of fun. I'm so glad that we are at the beginning of all this and have a lot to look forward to. Any other thoughts?
Oh man, I gotta get my Christmas tree up now, otherwise I won't have time to do it later.
I know.
Yep.
All right. Well, it sounds fun. Well, next week we'll talk and we'll hear more about Advent carols. I think that's going to be fun. I'll Advent hymns. Good. All right.
Take a deep breath. We got a lot happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was like a marathon. That was a
There's a
marathon
lot
of stuff going on. And
talking about it. That's right.
and now as I look at it and hear about it, I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly overwhelmed.
Yeah, but we'll get through it. We do every year and it turns out awesome. I mean, so and I'm just excited for all the opportunities to see people this year, and those opportunities we didn't necessarily have last year because of COVID. I'm excited to have these opportunities this year. So it's a lot. There's a lot going on, but I think I'm more happy just to see people.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. All
Have a
right.
good week. Bye, everybody.
Bye everyone.
Bye.